President Trump's poor approval ratings made him wonder recently why people don't like him. "It can only be my personality," he concluded. Well, maybe. But there's more there too than that. It got me thinking about what percentage folks want to be liked and revered, but no matter how hard we try, we discover ourselves feeling isolated and confused on why. Because the Gilbert and Sullivan song goes, "Everybody says I'm such a disagreeable man." Which I can't think why. We certainly can't please everyone, but explore if any the next might shed light on why people might find you disagreeable, someone with whom they are doing not feel safe and comfy. For many people, the movement from being clueless to clued in begins by replacing the addiction to blaming, shaming, or attacking others with a capacity for courageous introspection, entertaining the distasteful, but ultimately liberating, prospect that the reason for our isolation might lie within ourselves. Here are 3 things to believe concerning why we'd ignore the love we desire. Do you show that you simply care? Wanting people to stress about you'll be a natural desire. But to what extent do I care about others? If you're skilled at trying to seek out what you will get without much bandwidth to notice what others want from you, then no wonder people don't feel drawn to include you among their friends. How often do I offer your caring attention to people? Do I discuss what's happening in their world or intuit what they need to feel safe and happy? Or are you quick to talk about yourself and see how they might serve you? Do you extend empathy? When you hear about another suffering, do I perceive it as their problem and you'd wish to worry about? Do I have an aversion to hearing about people's challenges and difficulties? Can you recognize when a private is hurting, afraid, or grieving? How close do I allow yourself to urge to those feelings within yourself? Or have you ever tried crafting a life where sorrow doesn't touch you? Do you view uncomfortable emotions as a threat to the image you'd wish to project? Might you think that about tapping into an emotional strength that expands your tolerance for unpleasant feelings like fear, hurt, or embarrassment? Doing so might cause you to a much bigger person. The way we affect our personal feelings determines how we answer others. As an example, if embarrassment or shame is intolerable for us, we'd find ourselves attacking or judging people before even noticing the shame that's driving us. Angry outbursts might protect us from intolerable pain. We transfer our shame to others so as that we don't got to feel it. Naturally, people won't like us if they feel shamed. If you experience emotions as a nuisance, you'll recoil from them when others display them. It's difficult to like you if you don't register people's feelings and respond pityingly. A path forward is to pause before quickly responding to others, which could assist you relate to them during a non-judging, non-shaming way. But so on attempt there too, you'd wish to cultivate empathy toward your own vulnerable feelings. Emotions aren't a weakness. They connect us with ourselves and each other. Everyone grows up with their justifiable share of loss, failure, and adversity. Try being more sensitive to others' struggles. This needs that you simply embrace your own uncomfortable feelings with kindness and acceptance. Embracing vulnerability causes you to more human, potentially more kind, and more attractive to people. Check your arrogance level. Do you pause long enough to allow people to reply to your thoughts, views, and opinions, or do I ride roughshod over others' sensibilities? Do I take up all the space during a conversation? Do I quickly dismiss what's not harmonious alongside your pre-existing beliefs? Is it possible that they're seeing something that you're not? Are you convinced that you're always right? Are you strong enough to acknowledge that you're wrong sometimes and to allow yourself to be influenced by others' viewpoints? Do I cuddle a rigid mindset that forestals you from changing your mind? Arrogance is off-putting and will be contributing to your isolation. Recognizing that you simply could be wrong is at the start of wisdom. Humility is attractive. Everyone wants to feel that their feelings, longings, and humanity matter. If you will find the resilience to extend caring attention to others and honor their experience, you'd possibly find that people are naturally inclined to like you. Try to find the harmonious balance between giving and receiving. Listen carefully and reflect back slightly of what you're hearing. You'd possibly find that people love it, whilst you're doing. The path toward being liked isn't shrouded in mystery. It often comes right down to being kind, caring, and empathic toward people and experiencing ourselves as an area of the human condition, rather than someone who is special or better than others. All the great spiritual traditions teach us to love one another. Genuine spiritual leaders are loved because they loved us. If we'll reach inside ourselves and extend even a little amount of caring, gentleness, and responsiveness toward others, we're likely to hunt out they appreciate us for doing so, albeit we don't appear to behave perfectly. In fact, people feel threatened by perfect people, so pretending we're perfect is counterproductive. If we take the danger to honor and extend our imperfect self, we'd be pleasantly surprised by the positive response we receive.